Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Today, I want to talk to you about a couple of things. The first thing that I want to talk about is the difference between being highly sensitive and an empath. And the second thing is those big noise reactions that we can have as an empath. So I want to thank Stephanie, Angela, and Jennifer for these topics because both of them are really important and they sort of go together. So highly sensitive people are different. This is a different gift, and I'm calling it a gift because they all feel like they are yuck before we figure out how incredibly valuable they are. But highly sensitive is different than being an empath. Let me just start with empath. Empaths are people who can feel other people's discomfort. So for us, it feels like we are overly sensitive. It feels like we feel things way more than we should. It's either physical or emotional, and we're feeling other people's sensations. Highly sensitive is a little bit of a different story. So folks that are highly sensitive, their senses, those five senses, taste, smell, sight, sound, touch, those five senses are heightened, which means that these are folks that if they are in a theater and somebody 4 rows over is chewing his popcorn, they can hear that and it bothers them. These are folks that when somebody touches them, they might rash or they might get like a red mark just from the lightest of touches. These are folks that they might get a reaction on their tongue from a flavor that is too strong for them. These are highly sensitive people, and those gifts are much different than the empath. So that's the distinction between the two. Now I want to talk about those big noise scares that really bring the empath to a place where they're almost jumping out of their body. Okay. Now, getting startled and having these big noise scares for empaths, again, that's different. Like if you get startled, that's not comfortable either, and you might feel a body prickle, and there might be a few other physical sensations when they are startled. But for the empath, that big noise scare is terrifying. I remember being in my son's bedroom, and there was a very busy street out front, and there was a car that I could hear it coming from a long way, but about a block away, it's like I became so over the top terrified by this sound until it left. And it's an unexplainable, almost unexplainable sensation that the empath goes through. And I believe that that has something to do with past life stuff. Because us empaths, we've been here several times. Those big noises usually mean some big things have happened. We try to avoid those. The other thing that might happen with the empath is when we have a noise that overtakes and we can't hear what else is going on, we have a little danger. We have a little danger flag that goes up in our mind that says, hey, I need to get away from the big noise so that I can actually hear what's happening just in case. So it's our fight or flight senses that seem to come into play. And I think, again, that has to do with past life stuff. We might have been surprised. We might have had something happen where there was a lot of noise and we weren't realizing that we were in danger or whatever that was. But in my experience, I think that is what's happening when we are having those big reactions as empaths to big noise. Okay, folks, that's what I have for this one. I hope it was helpful. We'll see you in the next one.